The science, the anecdotal evidence, like our experience as athletes and coaches, we know that the way to get the most development and benefit out of um, strength work, out of any kind of like power, weightlifting based work is to prioritize that earlier in the day when you're fresher, and where you can put in a big stimulus and then recover from that as adequately as you can before embarking on any conditioning elements. We know that
Mhm.
when you're structuring training, that's generally the best way to structure it. People respond well to that and they adapt better to that ordering as well.
Mhm.
Um, but what that doesn't, although that's a really good way to develop, it doesn't necessarily, the thing that misses out is giving you the experience of what it's like to lift under fatigue. And both under fatigue, when we say under fatigue, both in terms of under fatigue from something you've done directly before, like a workout going straight into a max lift, but also under fatigue in terms of you've done like a big conditioning element earlier in the day. And even though you've had a bit of rest, you come back into the gym, you are going to feel that both locally in the muscles that you've used for that conditioning element. So if you've done a lot of running or cycling, you'll probably feel it like quite heavy legs. But also systemically, you get a bit of residual fatigue. You just generally feel a little bit more tired.
Mhm.
And just like practicing the 3 days in a row, to get you ready for quarterfinals, practicing lifting when you're under that little bit of fatigue from the morning session is going to, or even a condition session you've just done before, is going to build a bit of familiarity with that feeling so that when you get to quarterfinals and we have either a workout straight into a max lift, or B, you've done the workout in the morning, you've got to lift something heavy as the second workout of the day, you're used to that feeling. You're not scared by the feeling. You're not worried that your capacity is going to be massively lowered by it, and you
Mhm.
also understand your capacity a little bit more as well,
Yeah.
because it's a two-part thing. It's both dealing with the feeling of being a little bit weaker and a little bit less energized than you would be if you were hitting that first thing in the day, and also understanding like how fatigued am I, and when I feel like this, what do my lifts actually look like? Are they the same? Do they go lower? Do they actually improve? Because now I've like switched everything on so much in the morning. I've had like a lot of blood flow. I've got my breathing rate and my heart rate up so much that actually I feel like very good in the evening. Or do I have to think, okay, I am fatigued, so I'm probably going to lift like roughly this amount less. So I want to aim for this being my max for this window, whatever it is.
Yeah.